Good morning, everybody. Mike Niemiec here with some early grain and oilseed comments for Thursday, June 21st. We're mostly on the defensive in the overnight trade, and as we speak, we're down in the neighborhood of around 3 cents in the wheat market. We're down in the neighborhood of around 2 to 5 in the corn, around a dime in the beans, $1 to $2 in the soybean meal, and down around 50 points in the soybean oil. A couple of factors having us a little bit on the defensive. We saw where maybe the Fed failed to provide any type of stimulus to the U.S. economy in yesterday's meeting, so that put a little bit of a dampening to the spec spirit. And then we also had a little bit of a tone down in the weather forecast, also kind of weighing on trade sentiment. We saw where the pattern continues for rains, where the northwestern corn belt receives the majority of the front, but as the front currently moving through is expected to lessen the amounts in the eastern corn belt to a third, 3/10 or less, continuing to provide support. That the ideas are that as we continue to move forward, crop ratings will not improve all that much. One difference from what we currently have going on that looks to be in the extended forecast is we're going to have a breakdown of the heat, but once again not much in the way of moisture, and with the sub and topsoil moisture levels being way behind normal, that's not going to help crop development. Later this morning we'll get out our weekly sales. We have a diverse difference between corn and beans. Corn sales are kind of struggling with the South American basis levels being cheaper than U.S. values, kind of dimming the prospects of any aggressive upswing in corn exports. But with Brazilian basis levels continuing to firm way above U.S. values, export business continues to streamline its way to the U.S., continuing to keep old crop bean carryout numbers tight and or getting tighter. So we'll keep an eye out for that if that trend continues here this morning. Wheat prices picked up a bid yesterday on the influence of world production numbers supposedly coming on down. The latest indication is that maybe perhaps China's seeing a little bit of problems in conjunction with noted takedowns as far as Australia and Russia goes. And the other thing that the wheat market picked up a bid on was some export tender activity yesterday. Algeria, Japan, Iraq, perhaps Egypt, all providing a little bit of a bid underneath the market versus the ongoing harvest that we have going for the winter wheat crop. Open interest continues to be somewhat subdued for the corn market, really not generating any interest with the weather scenario that we have right now, but we continue to pick up a little bit of bean and meal open interest on the upswing on the heels of the crop concerns, but most notably the demand situation. So perhaps a little bit of defensive call to start off with. Not much in the way of perhaps a big down day unless the weather really changes. We'll see what our sales are. And that's once again the opinions of myself, not ADM or ADMIS. Thank you.